Morning, man, behind the scenes.
Morning.
We got the door open in the shop. That's a good thing, right?
Yeah, we do. That is a really good thing.
The temperature's come up, but something else is coming down.
Yeah.
I tried to say that word in a previous clip, and I messed it up, so we're just going to go with it. We'll go with rain. All right, is today the day?
Today is the day.
We're going to get a saw blade mounted on the Mad Max saw. Is that what we're going to call this?
Yeah, it is Mad Max.
All right, well, first things first, I think we got to do some disassembly.
Yep.
All right, if you guys missed the previous videos on this project, check them out to see where we got, where we're at. I got a whole playlist on the channel. I'm gonna put all these videos in a playlist on this particular project. But what we were trying to build is basically a heavy duty limb saw that'll go on the excavator. In the last video, we got our lift axle converted into a rotating assembly, which it was a rotating assembly, but repurposed. We got our pole on here, and we got that mounted to the drum and all that conglomeration going on, which we're tickled to death with.
Yeah.
So, what we need to do now, I think Aaron and I have discussed this. We're gonna go ahead and unbolt this off that because it'll make it a heck of a lot easier for you to weld out. We'll put it up on our lovely sawhorses of death.
Yeah, and I ain't gotta mess the studs up.
And you ain't gotta worry about messing the studs up. And then while you're welding that out, I'm gonna start figuring out how to get the business end mounted to this apparatus. So here's the question. Whenever we welded that all on there, we went through great lengths to make sure we could still get to all the lug nuts.
Yeah.
Get them off. Because we don't want Kubota engineering.
No.
Think we did a good job?
I think we did about as good as we could do with what we had.
All right, well, let's find out.
Hopefully it will work.
All right, that's still hot. This is a bad time to tell everybody Lieutenant Dan donated lug nuts.
Yeah.
This is where it's going to get a little trickier. I think I need to switch over to this. Oh man, that's one of those anti-safety ones.
Yeah, one of them. So, going back to your safety talk, I guess it is pretty safe then,
We're safer than we thought we were.
Yeah.
Don't worry, I'm going to fix that problem.
Now, don't bust that out. Just push it in.
What are you thinking of doing?
Well, I thought you were going to bust the bead out.
Cool.
There we go. Yeah, we'll leave that in there.
Now, you ready to get to those? We're gonna go with plate.
Oh.
Studs are too long. We gotta find a happy combination here, see?
Gotcha.
What we're doing, the studs really don't need to be that long, do they?
Don't have to be.
Right. Look at that.
Hey, yes.
Fancy tools required. This thing only rotating. It's so handy right now.
Yeah, like it won't rotate. Yeah. Or you can fight it. Yeah, whatever you want to do.
I'm committed at this point.
Oh, boy.
You just sit back and watch. So if you put that over here, then you can get
There you go. Yeah.
See, there's a way to defeat the safety device. I've got to figure it out over here. Do you think it'll go back on after you weld it out?
That's where we're crossing our fingers so that it don't draw too much and it'll go right back on.
We did mark.
Yeah, we did put a mark on it. So we got it marked there. So we got one line so we can line it right back up.
That should, in theory, put it back the same way. Come on.
Yeah.
I mean, honestly, this ain't horrible. I've got bolts out of a lot worse spots before.
Yeah.
If I had the right socket, that impact, I don't think it'd be a big deal.
Other way. I mean, I hate to say it, but my idea of a swivel might work pretty good too.
Yeah, you're going the safety route on that, ain't you?
Yeah, you better believe it.
All right.
Got it. There it is.
Well, you ready to see how easily that becomes unbolted? And
yeah.
set her up on the sawhorses. We got pry bars and hammers. It'll be fine.
Yeah, it'll come.
All right, guys, we got Aaron set up on the sawhorses where he can fairly easily access everything.
Yeah.
It's better than down there on the floor, isn't it?
Yeah, it's a lot better. I can stand or I can sit. I love it.
I even got you a new stool over there.
Yeah, I don't want to get it all burned up yet.
Oh my goodness.
We got a hole in this one. Let's just go ahead and use this one.
The funny part is you got a wheel about ready to fall off that one, so you're going to end up flipping over backwards at some point. So, all right. While he's well done on that, we're going to turn our focus to getting the business end of this thing mounted up. So you guys seen the previous videos on this. We did all of our machine work, got our blade mounted. That's all great, fine and dandy, but we need a way to spin this, which is going to be done hydraulically, which is where this comes into the equation. You guys have been asking, what does the broom have to do for this particular project? And whenever I bought this thing back at the auction, I think I mentioned to you it has a few pieces and parts on it we can use for some different stuff. Well, one of these is this adapter right here. So this adapter takes this 3-point hitch implement over to a skid steer attachment. I want to use this for other things other than this. So we're going to take this back to a 3-point hitch implement so we can use that. And then this actually has a bigger hydraulic motor on it, which should give us a little bit more torque. Can't quite get the number off of it to confirm it, but I do know it's bigger than the one that was driving the brush off. So basically, let's get this adapter plate off there, and then we'll get that motor off there. We'll get an idea how that motor is going to mount to the gearbox, and then we'll build a plate to mount all that to, and eventually we can attach to that. So hopefully that makes sense, and then we're going to put a PTO shaft back on that gearbox, and we'll take this back to a PTO setup, which should fit on one of those little tractors, which means we can just take it and set it off to the side of the job. It's there if we need it. We ain't switching hoses, we ain't switching implements in and out. Should work awesome. So, all right, let's go back to part scavenging. This part at least looks easy to get off here. Got the pin there. Got the pin here. Oh, that one's gonna be sticky. Maybe a little persuasion will help her out. There we go. I got the one pin up there. Guy's a little heavier than I thought he was, but that's a good thing. We're going to set him over there out of the way for now. Don't know if I ever would have bought one of those things. It'll be nice to know we got one if we need one. So, All right, I think I'm gonna go ahead and pull these hoses off. That way, one less thing we got to deal with. For now, we'll get those capped off, and we'll start working on getting that motor off there. In case you guys are wondering, this is a factory setup on this machine. They basically sold it so they can retrofit it either way. So anyways, got the hoses off of it. I got the set screw in here off. I think I may try to reuse this plate, so I'm gonna knock these two bolts here loose, and hopefully we can get this to slip off one or the other. Once we get it off one or the other, we can get a puller or get it in the vise. So let's see what happens. Flaming.
Oh yeah.
All right, can I show you guys what I got in mine? We got this all apart. Everything came apart pretty good, and we're gonna get lucky. This is actually the universal setup that come off of Jason's brush hog. It will fit on here, and this will fit on the gearbox. So we should be good to go on that. So what we need to do is make us a mount for all this to go on. So this is, Aaron's gonna be mad because I'm using his shark fin.
Oh no! I have plans for that.
You wanna tell him what your plans were?
Yeah, I was gonna mount that on top of a dump, so I have my
Had your mohawk?
on top, yeah.
Well, I hate to tell you, it's gonna go on the end of my saw. All right, so what I'm trying to do is this is gonna be the hole the gearbox should sit down in, and we'll drill 4 holes to mount that off, and then somewhere back here we'll weld our bracket on for our motor, and then once we get this whole assembly mounted on here, eventually we'll mount that bracket on there. So I think what we need to do right now is fire up the old torch, get this cut out, and then we'll start finagling from there. Well, man, behind the scenes, how'd your welding go?
Well, we're waiting on you again. We had one little hold up there on the welding, trying to.
Yeah, you tried to light my welder on fire.
My welder. You just ain't bought
One
one
of these
yet.
days, we're going to get a welder sponsorship, and we're going to retire Old Faithful over there.
Yeah, well, it's gonna be retired from your shop.
The problem is it works too good to get rid of.
Yeah, but We need to start taking it easy on that thing.
It's all you. All right, I'm thinking you may have had better luck than me. I think I may have got a little ambitious and cut our hole too big.
Yeah, that's not good.
And that's the only piece of shark fin metal we got.
Yeah.
All right, so here's what we need to do. We're gonna take this. Don't you worry, I'll get it while I'm holding the camera.
Okay.
That goes down in there.
Yep, now you gotta get down in the hole. Yep.
So now we gotta get where all the holes hopefully don't show daylight. Oh, we might get lucky. That one's irrelevant.
There, I don't see no daylight now.
Oh, that's it. Don't touch it. They're all gonna be right on the edge, but I think it'll still work. What do you think?
I hope.
At this point, we don't have a choice.
Oh, we don't.
Well,
I got an idea. I know where there's a plate laying on this bench right here we could use.
no, you're not using it. That one's spoken for. That one's spoken for. Well, you want to mark your holes with your little fancy marker there?
Yep.
And then we'll get old Typhoon back out.
Yeah. For real.
Huh?
I'll let you mark that other hole.
This one's got grease in it too.
Oh. This ain't good. I already got grease on it. It's smearing.
It'll be fine.
Yeah. Do you have like a shorter?
I hate to tell you, paint sticks come in one size, standard length.
Yeah. All right. So that'll kind of give us an idea.
An idea for a precise drilling.
Yeah. Yeah. Very, very precise.
I don't know if I like the way this is going. All right, see what you got. What is that?
Oh, that one? So let me tell you what happened. I was trying to get some ink out of there.
That's not even a hole. I can barely see it. You might get lucky. Look.
Yeah.
I think they're all going to miss though.
Yeah, so there was too much ink running out of it whenever I went to that first hole.
All right, you ready to do some drilling?
Yep, let's do some drilling.
Told you it was going to be on the edge.
Yeah, it is on the edge.
I think it'll be fine though. You ready?
Yep.
Typhoon, go. It cuts faster the smaller bit.
Yeah. That seems to be the problem.
Well, it's binding up just a little bit. I don't want to get too carried away. All right. I want to eat a Typhoon.
Where your channel up?
Well, we'll go with 93%.
I'll tell you what I'm going with. I am quality control here, and I'm gonna have to bust you out on your hole cutting here.
Well,
The big holes.
The big hole.
Small holes look okay, and I understand why they gotta be there.
Well,
but
before we
this big
get too carried away, let's make sure the small holes line up.
Yeah, I'm gonna have to take your cutting hole papers away from
Cutting
you.
hole papers away.
Yeah.
I'll give them up willingly.
All right, we'll see how this works.
Moment of truth.
Yeah, moment of
It's gonna
truth.
work. If you just believe, it'll work.
And don't blame it on my hole marking.
If it's wrong, I guarantee it's your hole marking. All right. There's one.
Nice.
There's 50%.
Oh, yeah, yeah.
Oh, I don't know about these other two. There's 3.
You only need 3, so if that 4th one don't fit, it's okay. 4, all right. Good.
I didn't follow your lines.
It's my lines that made them holes exact.
All right, now what?
All right.
Look at that. We should just have the beauty for a second.
Yeah, yeah, let's.
All right, so now I feel like we need to put this back on here, don't we?
Hopefully it goes on better than it came off.
Well, this one here come off easy. This is the only one that did come off easy. You know how I know it come off easy? I didn't even need your help to get it off.
Okay.
See? Look at that. Sliding.
Yes.
Okay, so there's that. So we need to put that motor on here and then figure out what we need to weld up to hold it off.
Yep. We'll have to put it on.
Because we've only got one universal joint, so we can't be out of phase because we're gonna put a vibration into it. So we need to be. You know what we could do if we were really good at our jobs?
What's that?
There should be a world in which we eliminate this universal joint and just make a 2 different size direct coupler. But I don't know for sure we can get it straight enough without a little bit of weeble wobble.
Mm-hmm.
Or with this we got some weeble wobble room.
Yeah.
Alright. Get the motor on there.
Yep.
Somebody's been weeble wobbling on that already.
Yeah, they have. I've seen that. Wasn't me.
Wasn't me. We're gonna go with a little tappy tappy. You ready?
Yeah.
Look at that. That's probably good right there, wouldn't you? Just gonna tighten up the set screw. That ain't going nowhere, Junior. All right, now slide that on here. That's got a shear bolt set up on it.
Yep.
Oh, come on. That slid on there earlier.
Well, I'm hitting your C-clamp. Now I'm off a little bit.
Oh, look at that.
There we go.
Perfect.
All right.
So what's your plan on figuring out how tall that needs to be?
Another eyeball job, or?
Well, if we torpedo level this and it's flat, then we can torpedo level that and it's flat.
Level?
Yeah.
Should.
Only other option I know to do is measure from the bottom of the collar to the bottom of the collar. I do know what we know for sure.
You know what?
We can get that close enough, we can at least get something welded on here.
Yeah.
And once we get where we like it, because this is square to that.
Yeah.
So if we square our bracket off to this, that's at least going to have it this way. So all we'll have to do is worry about up and down.
Yeah.
Right?
Yep. Yeah.
And behind the scenes, I think I have the solution to our adjustability problem. It's a simple one.
Real simple.
So.
And that's what's going to be hard to believe.
And the holes will line up, guaranteed.
Yeah.
All right, so this bracket here, like I said before, is the factory bracket that motor was bolted to run this broom. So what else they had on there was this bracket here, which has got these slots, which makes it adjustable to do whatever they need to do. If we cut that off right there, that is the exact height we need to make that work over there. So it's like it's meant to be. It's like one day back in Bobcat history, they're like, you know, one day some guys may want to make a tree saw out of this.
Yeah. Oh, all right.
They were thinking ahead.
Now, get that set up.
That's what you call killing two birds with one stone.
That's right. All right. Is there a problem?
I mean, if that's supposed to be not supposed to be square, there's no problem.
What, the cut?
Yeah.
Cut square, that flat plate we're getting ready to weld it to might not be.
Oh, this would make so much.
Oh man, look, let's just spin it right around.
Spin it right around.
Yeah.
So handy it rotates.
Yeah, it is, isn't it?
Okay, so there's that. Oh, this is like a true. This is a true factory setup. It's just on the wrong machine.
Yeah,
Oh,
that's true.
Right on, Shaggy. Oh. Okay, so now I don't think that's right.
No, that ain't right. That ain't gonna work.
Well, it'll work. We just need to get that to slide down them slots.
Yeah.
We may need your assistance for that.
All right.
All right, man, behind the scenes, we got this level and this level agreeing with each other. Should take care of that plane. This is squared up here. We did have to put a slight shim piece in there, but I think it's ready for you to do your welding magic.
Yeah.
You just got to get it tacked off before it moves.
Yeah. Eyeballs.
Sweet.
All right, that's all good. Get one on this side.
That's right.
Yep, oh, eyeballs.
We need to get you a shirt that says eyeballs.
Yeah.
All right. I don't see any. You still like your level?
Well, I love my level on this side
I
yet.
mean, you moved just a little bit here. It's maybe a 32nd on that, but I don't think it's going to matter for what we're doing.
Okay.
I like it. Weld it.
All right.
Look at that. All right, man, behind the scenes, we got our motor mounted up there and our plate all made. That's the good news. You know what the bad news is?
Huh, let me guess. Gotta cut it off?
We may have got the cart ahead of the horse. Our cart has a steering wheel.
Yeah, yeah.
All right, so here's the next thing. We're gonna get this whole assembly mounted on that because that's the whole key to make this work.
Yeah.
Because that's too heavy just to hold in your hand.
Yeah.
And too dangerous. So, all right, what we're thinking, we were originally thinking we were gonna mount this thing where the motor would go down the side, right?
Yep.
But the motor is the most delicate part of this whole situation. So how neat would it be if we could slide the motor up in the tube?
It's a great idea.
In theory.
In theory. Yeah, in theory.
In theory.
I don't know how easy.
I've got a lot of theories and most of them have panned out. There's been a few that have crashed and burned.
Yeah.
All right, so here's what we're thinking is I have got this drawn out. Basically, we're gonna cut a notch off the side of this thing. And then the plate will probably be offset about 4 inches over here, but that should allow that motor and assembly to go up in there. So basically the only thing that should be hanging out in the open when we're done is the gearbox.
Yeah.
Which is the more durable part of our situation.
Yeah, the weak link is that 100-foot limb you cut off.
Yeah, and it comes flying down and hits.
Yeah, that I don't think it's gonna hurt that, but it may bend our bracket, our mounts.
100 foot limb.
Yeah, I'm figuring you're gonna have to test it out, and you're probably gonna cut like, you know, the top of a tree off that's probably gonna be 100 foot long.
That's a great idea.
That's a bad idea.
All right.
but I don't think it'll hurt that. I think we may bend something else if you do something like that.
Yeah, we'll engineer against that. We gotta go Captain Kleeman proof. You gotta keep there, so. All right, well, here's my theory. If we cut this out of here and this plan ends up being a total bust,
yeah,
we got a welder.
Yeah.
We'll just start over.
A little more this way. Oh, it's right there.
You want the persuader?
That about got my hose. I ain't worried about my toes.
Hey, that's
that
a top-notch job.
Yeah, there we go.
Basically what we need to do is lower it down to that motor centered up. And that's going to provide our knot. Go down a little more.
Pretty close right there.
It's going to be really close just being this plate, ain't it?
Yeah.
And the other thing we can do is we can draw a line right there, cut that off, we'll still reuse this. We just got to cut a notch in it. So, hey, we didn't do anything we have to undo.
Yeah.
I tried to tell you.
Yeah.
If you just listen. If you just listen to me. So that should slide back to these are about right here. And then we'll cut another notch out of that for those hoses. I think it might work. There's one issue. One issue.
What issue you seeing? I'm thinking we should have went back farther.
Ah. All right, guys, after looking that up on there, we're gonna cut out a window right there Aaron's working on, which will allow us full access to that motor. If we need to get it in and out of there. Hopefully we never do, but if we do, we got the option. Next thing we need to do is basically cut this bracket off right here. It's going to work out with this one here should be welded to the inside. This one here should be welded to the outside. So let's get that loose. And then get that notched out. We'll see what we got. You following that very straight line I drew?
Yes, I am. Right on the money.
Either you didn't cut straight or somebody didn't drill their holes the same.
No, that's exactly where that line was at.
Maybe the motor wasn't bolted on there straight. We'll go with that.
Yeah.
In theory, man, behind the scenes, that should slide in there like a glove. We've got a bunch of theories.
Yeah.
Okay.
Okay.
We go towards you just a shade.
That's high. And you're thinking right about there, right?
Yeah, now I guess we need to get, man, that is gonna look good, buddy.
Yeah.
Liking what I'm seeing. We just gotta get that motor fumbled up in there. All right, so we have done some math and figured out that offset is about 2.5 inches after we measured twice and cut 3 times. Actually, I guess I measured twice and you cut twice.
Yeah, yeah.
You did a good job,
I
though.
cut once and brought it over here and see.
We're gonna blame that on
higher.
We're gonna blame that on Kevin Kratzer. We got distracted with racing. All right, so this I got this measured back, which should end up putting it right here on this edge. So in theory, if Aaron tacks this on here, we should be able to slide this in as an assembly, and everything should just be hunky dory.
Yeah.
I'm ready.
You ready?
Yeah. Oh,
yeah. Well,
on switch.
There we go. Now we're ready.
All right. Okay. Whew. Some good old smoke right there.
Oh yeah.
We look good this way.
Looks pretty good that way. I mean, it's like I said, they got that cut that just ain't as perfect as mine. So
that works.
Yeah. So it is a little way back. We'll get it tacked right here. Come on, get it tacked. What I'm doing is I'm tacking it in places it's real easy to cut loose.
Is that your lack of confidence in me? All right, so now I think we need to slide this back on, don't we?
Yeah. Just out of curiosity, is that getting easier to take off and put on?
What's that supposed to be?
Sure looks like it.
Well, it ain't getting no harder. All right, let's slide this thing in. You ready?
Yep.
Dude, that looks freaking awesome.
I need a little more.
Let me come, hold on a second.
No. Oh.
Hold on, let me straighten up my rigging here. Now you like it?
That's pretty close here. Back.
All right, man, behind the scenes. We have centered, we have spaced, we have done everything known to man to be confident this is where it needs to be. Let's commit.
You ready to commit?
Let's commit.
All right.
Oh man, you know the one thing we forgot? I'm kidding, keep going. I shouldn't joke because you know there's gonna be the one thing we forgot. I like it, man.
Alright, I'm gonna do the front now or the back.
Yeah.
You like it?
Yeah. All right, now while you're at it, I think you need to go ahead and tack that too.
Alright.
The only thing I don't know for sure is do we want to behind the scenes. There's only one piece left
Yeah.
to see if it fits.
Yep.
There we install it to see what it
Yes,
looks like.
We are going to install it.
I'm
ready.
I'm ready to. All right, let's not prolong this any farther. We're gonna roll it over.
Yep.
We'll stay up on its side.
Like that.
Poor sawhorses. All right, you gonna do the honors?
Yep.
Well, be sure you don't put it on there backwards.
Where's it go?
I don't
no
think
writing on
I don't think it matters for testing purposes.
Oh yeah.
Now we're talking,
yeah.
baby.
Yes.
There she is.
Yes.
There she is. It looks a lot bigger when it's on there.
Yeah, it does. Oh. Now we have something.
I'm not for sure what we got, but we got something. Oh, I like it. A lot.
Yeah.
Behind the scenes, we got a lot left to do, but the vision is coming together.
Yeah, it is.
Man, she's looking good.
Yeah, I got some little bit of trim work to do, and
Yeah, but I think I'm absolutely ecstatic the way that's coming together. So
yeah.
that's the good news. This is coming together better than anybody expected. The bad news is that's going to be a wrap on this video. We got a few other things we need to take care of, get this shop tidy back up, and then we're going to go again. So we still got a lot of finagling to do to get that all the way we want it. We got a few ideas in mind we'll share with you in the next video. And then we still got to get that bolted up. We got to get our brake assembly done. We got to get our plumbing done. We still got a lot to do.
A lot, yeah.
But maybe in the next video, do we at least put hydraulic power to it and see what happens?
That'd be nice, yeah.
Oh boy. We might end up doing it whether we're ready or not. All right. Hope you guys enjoyed the video. If you did, big old thumbs up. You want to make sure you don't miss out on this wheel of death, we'll call it now.
Yeah.
If you haven't already, consider subscribing. That way we can catch you on the next one. Tell them later.
See you guys.